So I'm going to demonstrate today a mount that I've made for the usual extendable pole that I use when flying, so that I can clip it onto my helmet. I can also reuse the clips, and it bolts into my paramotors as well, so that it's safe and out of the way. It's extendable. At the moment it's all the way in, and even all the way in you get a pretty reasonable view, and you can see that because of the angle we've got it at here, you don't actually see the pole, you just sort of see the top of my helmet. Obviously I can move it down and you see more of the pole, but I'm going to just shoot a bit like that now. It's too windy to fly today really, but I'm just going to cycle a little bit in this little electric bike I've got. So we'll cycle a little bit with it fully in, like this. You'll get an idea how stable it is. Your head's quite a good gyro in fact. I've got the kit on just so that it's a good indication of what it's actually like. And we've got a microphone installed here, so you should be able to hear me okay as I pull the microphone out. I pull the GoPro out later. So let's go for it. Okay, so this little electric bike I'm on is a little fold-up electric bike, and I've upgraded the battery so that it gives me about twice the range, but also gives me about 50% more speed. So in a straight it'll go about 20 miles an hour. Obviously I'm getting exceedingly strange looks, but nonetheless it does the trick. So you get quite a good overall view, and you can imagine when you're paramotor, that's quite good now. Obviously I've got a big stick stuck to my helmet, so there's an inherent risk with that when you're flying. There's an inherent risk with anything stuck to your helmet. You know, we all, most of us use helmet mounted cameras. Okay, this is a bigger risk. You've got a big stick, it's a lot easier to get it stuck on something. So, you know, don't keep it on for longer than you're videoing. Be careful, you know, take it off when you're not using it. That is one out. I'll take it another one out now. We'll see what else we can do with it. So at this point, this is probably needs to be a little bit tighter. I'm just going to move it under my chest a bit. Again, I'm going to just check that there's nothing coming. Okay, and out we go. When it's fully in, you could probably use it to do a forward launch. When it's out like this, you probably wouldn't want to. So basically the way it's not falling down too much is that I've got a strap around me here that's attached to the back of the helmet. That lets me cycle or fly without weight, pivot in front, pulling it down. Again, it should be pretty stable. There's a bit of wind, you can feel the wind, probably hear the wind. And yeah, we do have two actually more to go out, so here's another one out. Oh no. Okay. And as I say, we've got a final one off. Okay, so that's this is fully extended now. So you should have quite a big angle of view. I'm not going to sweep over the road or I'll bloody knock something over. But if I just cycle now, you should get a pretty good angle of view. Ah, power's come off. So we've just moved the angle down a little bit now, so you get a bit more of a view, but it's still very much angled down at the moment. But you should be able to see that you get quite a good view. I think somebody was shouting at me there. I have no idea why. Can't have anything to do with the 5-foot pole I've got sticking out in front of a helmet as I cycle along on a electric bike with comically small wheels. It's probably the jacket I'm wearing. I think that looks a little bit silly. So this is a pole off the helmet. You can see where it clips on here, and the other clip here is to clip the camera directly onto the helmet. The pole extends a good old bit, and this last one's always a bit sticky. So when you're flying, you get a pretty good good distance, good coverage. And as I say, usually when you're flying, you're going to be using it just like a normal pole. But just for the odd little shot, you can pop it on your helmet, and you should get a pretty unusual view. So we'll just do a pop on here to just show you how easy it clips on. Although I'm still getting used to it, I must admit. Got gloves on. There we go. And once it's on, it's rock solid. Nothing's going to come back. Take that off. You can move this, move the angle of this. You want it up like that, I suppose, but you could have it straight at you, up like that. And for takeoff, you've got a pretty good, pretty steady platform there. Obviously, don't do it for reverses, but you know, pull it up and up forward. So it might be quite unusual, quite a good one-off. And you can get away with that, I think, for a one-off takeoff, just one out like that. You still get pretty good view.